Hey fam, you're listening to Becoming You, the podcast for adults figuring it out. Now let's get into it. I'm an adult. What am I supposed to do?
Hi friends, have you guys missed me? Honestly, I have missed recording a solo episode. This feels so nice. Hello. Do you know what? I'm not going to be having a Destined December, but I'm going to be having a very Destined December. Do you know what that means? That does not mean you'll be seeing me outside all the time. Neither will I be attending any concerts this December. What else? I don't think I'm doing anything much this December, but I said very, very dirty December because I kind of feel like dirty December is what you're making, right? You guys, you'll agree with me. And my dirty December is just going to be all about me creating memories. What am I doing? What are my plans, you guys? Okay, so I think I have a couple of hangouts with friends, and I'm going to be hosting a Christmas brunch, and I'm looking forward to it. See, I believe that this December is just what you make it. Have fun, create some memories, take pictures. Talking about pictures, how am I supposed to take pictures when my phone memory is full? See, I've been going through a lot in the hands of Apple. That was the Yoruba. The Yoruba nest came out and happened in the hands of Apple and iPhone. I don't even know. My phone is still like my phone memory got full, I think, around last month. And since then, I've always had to delete something from my phone to take a picture, to make a video. And now I'm even losing memories because small video that you just do, like random small video that you record, you can't keep it on your phone. The next thing they're telling you is your phone memory is full. You have to, create space, delete some things to create space. And I'm like, how exactly am I supposed to create memories? How exactly am I supposed to record that adult's problem that I'm dealing with? I know you think it's a very unserious problem, but trust me when I say it's not a serious problem. It's a very, very serious problem. It is a serious problem because how exactly am I supposed to? Oh God. But anyway, let's talk about my December. You people, it's not good to be broke. Honestly, it's not good to be broke. Money is so good. Money makes things beautiful. Money makes dreams achievable. And for the life of me, I actually thought I was going to get a Christmas tree this year. I've been dreaming of having a Christmas tree, decorating my very first Christmas tree. But I will not be doing that this year because I don't have money. I was calculating the price of getting a tree, buying the stuffs that would be on it. Because at the end of the day, I think it's the ornaments. I don't know if that's what they call it, but the Christmas decorations, the balls, the little Santas, the bells, and the lights that actually make the Christmas tree beautiful. And you have to get those things. You have to get them as many as you can afford to have your tree very full, very beautiful, very radiant. I calculated the cost of everything and I was like, oh, the money for all this Sarah is enough to get me a new microphone. Why not get a new microphone instead of a Christmas tree? But you know what? We don't have a Christmas tree, but we have a Christmas cap. I'll be wearing this later on. If I wear it now, like anyone that comes across this video will see me as a serious person. And that is not the image we want them to have of the host of the podcast. My name is Kola, by the way, and I'm the host of this podcast, Becoming You Board, where we talk about all things adulthood. And on this episode, which is not a conventional episode, I'm talking about everything. It's been a very long time since I just had like a solo episode, recorded a solo episode. I feel like there's just a lot of things to talk about, and I'll be touching on them here and there, here and there. I'll just talk about everything that I can think of right now. And I just hope the episode is not so chaotic and we're able to just make something out of this episode. So I'll be wearing my Christmas cap. We don't have a tree, but we have a cap. And I think I'll be getting some Christmas light as well. And just find somewhere in the house to hang the Christmas light. Let's just have that Christmas feeling. Everything. As a kid, yeah, I never knew like these things are things that I will be contemplating and just overthinking the financial implications of getting them as an adult. Because tell me why I've walked into a store to check the price of a Christmas tree, like the size I really want, check the price of ornaments, calculating why I should buy them now and why I shouldn't. And as a single lady, why I should have a Christmas tree at my place. See, you guys, I've been overthinking ordinary Christmas tree. Everything just boils down to being broke. I feel like that's it. Assuming I had money in abundance, I shouldn't be overthinking this ordinary Christmas tree. I have thought about the advantages of having a Christmas tree, the disadvantages. It's insane. So, in a nutshell, no Christmas tree for me this year. Oh, anyway, and yeah, before we get into this episode fully, I have to tell you reasons why you should have a Dirty December. My interpretation of Dirty December is like fun December. Ensure that you're having fun, you're having a great time. You're going out if you're an outside person, you're maximizing your time indoor if you're an inside person. But it just means like taking a break. A little break would not hurt. It would not harm you. Away from work and focusing on enjoying, absorbing the good energy around you. So why you should have a desert December? It's because you've been working all year long. To the best of my knowledge, I think most companies give their staffs like a December break. It could be 1 week, it could be a couple of days, but like there's always break in December. And I feel like you've been working all year and you deserve to have fun this December. You deserve to calm down. You deserve to relax. Relax, my friends, you deserve to relax and just catch your breath. It's been a very long game. It's been a very eventful year. A lot of things have been happening. So yeah, you deserve that break. I know you're overthinking certain things, some of your goals. I'm not even here to talk about those things. This is going to be a very seriously serious episode. So yeah, don't think about those things. You see, when there is life, oh, what do they say? There is hope. And now I feel like this moment is just that moment for you to have fun. Yeah. So one reason why you should have a Destined December is because you deserve it. It's because you've been working all year long. I think that's like two reasons in one. One, you deserve it. Two, you've been working all year long and you deserve it still. You deserve the break. You deserve to unwind. You deserve to relax. And if you have money, stop overthinking things like don't be like me and overthink the price of a Christmas tree, the cost of putting ornaments on the Christmas tree, price of a concert tickets. Buy the one you can afford. Though. I'm not saying you can buy Ashake 350. If I'm not, I even heard Ashake's show is sold out. You guys have money in Nigeria. I swear. People living in Nigeria are very, very rich. Honestly, guys, come and show us the way, please. Come and show us the commoners the way. Honestly. And if you are listening to this pod right now and you're one of those that already got the tickets for Ashake's show, see, just make sure your Instagram story is like a chain on that day because we want to live and want to experience that show through you, through your IG story. You're not going for only yourself. If you're one of those that have gotten the shows, the tickets to Ashaka's concerts, you're not going there for you. You're going there for the clan. You're going there for the group. And we want to experience every part of that show through you. So we want you to keep your IG story on fire for us that day. So yeah, and if you're just maybe not just Ashake's tickets, like any tickets, any show, anything, like anywhere you're going this December, record videos, take pictures, don't be shy. Bring out your phone and record because when they go and get stuff in the video, I'm not praying we have a tough year, but I mean if you're trying something new out, if you're going after your goals, definitely there might be some obstacles or anything. But in God's grace, 2026 will be smooth. Like we've just been going through gliding through. But I mean, life is life. Things will happen. Things would. So when the going gets tough, those memories, those crazy videos you're going to record in December, those fun moments you're going to have in December will keep you going strong as you anticipate another December. Make videos, take pictures, make videos. iPhone memory might want to be the obstacle between you and making and recording all these things. But please go through your gallery. I'm going to be doing that. Deleting the things that are very unnecessary because I need space to record and just capture the moments. Do that. Capture the moments. Share if you want to share. If you don't want to share, that's fine. Just ensure that you're keeping everything. Because when you go and get stuff, I mean, you can always revisit and you just start smiling. And it's even motivate you to work harder. Because when you see yourself having fun, you're like, I need to work hard. I need to get my bag. I need my bag to be full. So that this next year or this coming year, December again, we go again, we have fun again. But should you break your bank and live beyond your means because you want to have a decent December? No, I don't think you should do that. Yes, I feel like you should close your eyes and spend the money when you have it. You will see extent you can. But I don't think you should be in debt because you want to have a dirty December, or you should just live beyond your means, honestly. I think we still have one more episode to go this year. So maybe we'll talk about that on that episode. But like I said, I'm not here to talk about anything serious on today's episode. But I'll talk about the recap. I want us to do a little recap and talk about the podcast so far, journey so far, how far we've come as a clan, as the becomers, as the becomes. You guys, we've come a really long way. 2025 has been a defining year for the pod. So what happened? A lot of things really happened when it came to like defining the podcast and rebranding and stuff like that. Yeah, it's been a very eventful year. This podcast I started the pod officially in 2023, December 2023. That was when I kicked up the mic and did branding here and there, did a mini launch and started the season 1 of the Becoming You podcast. I just had like a vision for the pod, and that is to make it a safe space for adults figuring it out. I just feel like we all act like we have everything figured out. We all act like we have perfect lives. We're having fun, which is true. We're having fun. Like they say, like every coin has two sides. The first side of adulting is just having the autonomy, having fun, enjoying life. But the second side of the coin of adulting is having to face like some obstacles and having to just pick ourselves back up after falling. It is such an imperfect space. It's imperfect because, like I was describing with the coin, a side is filled with fun things, enjoyment, progress, and all of that. The next side, the other side of the coin is filled with obstacles, challenges, and they still go hand in hand because at the end of the day, if you want to grow, if you want to progress in life, you have to face some of these things to get to the next phase. As far as like, if you want to grow, for instance, you have to leave your comfort zone. And to leave your comfort zone, you have to do some things that are not routine, some things that are going to be challenging because you're challenging yourself, you're pushing yourself. So yeah, that is what adulting is all about. And I feel like the vision for this podcast has always been to just be that space where we can talk about things that nobody wants to talk about. I mean, we all want to talk about how we got the job, but nobody wants to talk about how we get to do the job. And speaking about that, am I ready to be vulnerable today's episode? I don't know. But like this month is kind of like the last month, my last month at a job that I've come to really enjoy. Not because of, I don't know, it's just due to some things that I'm not ready to like disclose. Nothing like extreme, yeah, but I had to just leave the company and move on to a different space because life happens and it's part of adulting. Part of adulting. But yeah, nobody wants to talk about that. I'm going to announce on the board that I got a job, I got a new job and all of that. But it's always like a very heavy moment, or it's always very, I don't know, I just find it very sensitive to just talk about losing a job on the board because it's something very heartbreaking. It's something very traumatic. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's something I'm not even ready to talk about. I just touched on it a bit. But yeah, so life is in phases and life is not always going to be perfect. Life is not always going to be beautiful. But the beautiful part of adulthood for me has come to be the process of actually overcoming these challenges, the process of actually starting strong, even when life keeps like throwing you down. And when things keep on coming to just test your resilience, to test your faith in yourself. I feel like these things I have described are the things that have shaped like the foundational idea behind this podcast. I just wanted to be that space here where we get to talk about everything and anything, the good, the bad, the ugly, just everything really. And this year, I think we've been able to do just that. We spoke about a lot of things on the pod, a lot of things. I mean, the podcast started out because I intended to change the dynamics of things on the pod and I tried to get to the co-host. But unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. And I had to move the podcast back to being a solo podcast. And that change also came with like a lot of difficulties. It was really hard picking things back up. It was really hard to come up with a 9 minute alternative plan. Something I wasn't even like I had not foreseen that the second season of the podcast would be a solo pod again. So it was just really hard making that change. Really, I thank God for how far we've come as a pod, how far we've come as a family, as a group of friends. We were able to do that, transition from co-host host kind of thinking to being a solo podcast again. And we were able to bring a lot of guests on the board. We spoke about a lot of things, from talking about life in the diaspora, building a community in the diaspora, to talking about navigating life after uni, to talking about political consciousness. It has just been a journey. As to everybody that I've reached out to that have actually contributed to the board in one way or the other, either by coming on the pod as a guest or sending their takes, their submission for different questions I have asked like along the way. I want to just say thank you. Thank you, really. Thank you so much for contributing to the success of this podcast. It's been an amazing ride. It's been an amazing journey. Although it has been very challenging, it has also been very, very rewarding. This year has made me understand and has made me realize that there is something here, like there is something happening on this pod. There is something happening through this podcast. And I can't really wait for the world to see it. Good things happened, random people reached out to pitch themselves to me, talk about their interest and why they would like to be on the board. And I think for January, we have like two great people, great women scheduled to be on the board to talk about finance. Hey, I know you guys see that finance conversation we're having in January is going to be so important because now I'm inviting you to have a date in December. January comes. We will not talk about how we can be responsible adults and how we can plan our finances better. But before then, have a date in December. Spend, splurge. Splurge because you only live once. So yeah, we have that planned out for January. And I wanted to take a break. Oh, funny enough, I wanted to like round up the season of the pod this December, season two, then start a new season January, not January, maybe like March, season three. But when I spoke to my friends about it, they were like, you have to use this motion. You have to use this motion. You can't stop now. You can't stop. So yeah, we're not going on the break. I know you guys are happy to hear this. Although I think the last Thursday in December, which is going to be on the 25th, I wouldn't be dropping an episode because I believe you guys will be having fun and people will not really have time to listen. So there's no episode on the last Thursday of December. But I think we should have on the first Thursday of January, which is January 1. Or something very relaxed. So either we'll be going on like just like on a 2 week break where we have no episode on the 25th and 1st. But then this we start things all over again from the I think from the 8th. That's like the second week of January. But I'm not sure. Yes, I'm really not sure. I've not really touched about these things. I've not even had time to like create a content plan for next year, guys. It's just so hard to keep going and keep going without taking a break. It's so hard and challenging. So yeah, but I'm glad that at least I'm sure that I have like a week in December to just pause and plan ahead. But yeah, I'm really excited for what the podcast is going to do in in January. So some of the great things that have happened this year. Are you guys ready to hear it? I know you're ready. One, we got visibility via the podcast Instagram channel. And if you're not following the podcast on Instagram, yes, please, what are you doing? What exactly are you doing? You can find the podcast. I think it's Becoming You Podcast. I'm not sure now, and I'm using my phone to record, so I can't confirm. Becoming You Podcast, I think. Or just find me, Oluwapokola DME, then you'll see like the podcast channel page on IG is linked to my personal page. So yeah, follow the podcast page. I drop contents every week, every week. So yeah, I think those the good things that happened this year. I was able to stay consistent when it came to like building an Instagram page and dropping content every week. We started from like 70 followers and we're ending the year on I think 617. I think I'm aiming for 1K. Oh. And it's nothing but cannot to really. I really wish. I don't know if you don't get 1K this December. I hope we get it like around January or February. I can't wait to celebrate 1K followers on IG. That would be really great. But aside that, on YouTube as well, our YouTube reel, I posted a YouTube reel that got 1K views. You guys, growing a channel on YouTube is so hard. Talk about hard work. To everyone that has been able to build a successful like YouTube channel, you guys, I doff my cap, my hats. I flip my hair for you guys. It's hard work. It is hard work, serious work to build your YouTube channel from zero to wherever you're at now. That is hard work, and getting 1K views on a reel just really it made my it just made my week that week when I saw it. And so, yeah, talking about YouTube, talking about Instagram, talking about growth. If you're listening and if you've been able to listen to this point, please press the subscribe button on YouTube. Just subscribe already and like this video, share the video. If you're listening on Spotify, just follow the channel and remember to rate the podcast, please. 5-star rating only. Yeah, you just do this for the pod. Please, I'm begging you guys. I'm begging. Currently on YouTube, around 285 subscribers. It'd be nice to get close to like 500 and if possible 1K. I think that's going to be the mission for next year. I think I have to start numerical goals for the pod. You know, having like goals like I want 500 subscribers by the end of the first quarter. I want so amount of views. I think that will help us grow faster. Yes, it's going to it's going to put a lot of pressure on me, but it will help the pod grow faster. And what we are looking for here is growth. We're looking to build this community and have as many adults that need to just find a safe space, an adult safe space, find the pod. So share if you're listening. Talking about how it has been, the year recap and everything like that. Spotify did one thing last week. It dropped their Spotify Wrapped. I have a very unpopular opinion about Spotify Wrapped. I feel like Spotify Wrapped does not work with accurate data. I don't think so. Let me tell you something. Somebody tweeted something and I actually now like quoted into it saying, I think Spotify gathered their data for the Wrapped from June to like August of like every year. Because any song I play on repeat during that particular phase becomes my top most listened song or it becomes my top song of the year or one of my top 5 songs of the year. So my Spotify Wrapped this year wasn't as crazy as normal. I mean, it was still crazy, but not as crazy as normal. My first song, like I was really see people. I really wanted my top my number one song to be the gospel song. And I got it. Because every day I have my devotion, I pray to God. And I'm like, I listen to different worship songs every morning. But this year I was like, I'm gonna pick one song that really resonates with me, what that really speaks to my soul. And that's the song I'll be starting my day with every single day. And let's see how Spotify is not going to put it in my raps. And I did it. I don't know if you know Play String. I picked a song, Love. That song is really, really nice. And it really, the first time I heard the song, it was just the part I like of that song was like, but you love me anyway. Like, yeah, that's it. The song says like, just like K Strings talking about how God really loves us, thinking about how God really loves us, despite our shortcomings, despite our imperfections. Like I always see on this podcast, adulting is a base of imperfection. We are not perfect humans. I really love how that song just calls it out. We're imperfect as humans, but God still loves us, even with our imperfections. Hey, I hope I'm doing it well. Is this clocky or this? Oh God, I'm big. But really, I really love how the song touches on that, speaks about our imperfection and the love of God. And it's just really nice to start like that. I get to start my day every day, just thinking and hearing and singing about the love of God. I was really excited about that. But I think the second song I disagree. I think the second song is an unpopular song that I'm not even ready to mention. I listened to it on repeat in, I think, August or I think July-ish. I was working then. I used to go to like a co-working space to work and stuff. Then I came across this song randomly and I just felt like it's like all this Afro Adura kind of song, where people are singing like they're crying for. I can't remember the lyrics. Like I can't remember anything because I got over the song. Something about me is when I listen to a song that I really like. I listen to it multiple times. I listen to it over and over again. And at some point, I just get tired of it and I stop listening to the song. Like, I even forget the song. I forget about the song. So I couldn't even post my top five songs because I did not agree with them. Like, I just agreed with number one, and that's just it. Was listening and my top five artists of the year, I can't really agree. I have Kate String, I have Adekunle Gold, I have Fireboy, my G, I have Fatumata Diawara. Fatumata Diawara is a musician from Mali. She's a Malian, not Naira Mali Malian, but Malian. You guys check her out. She doesn't sing I think she sings in that Creole, which is like the native language, and French, if I'm not mistaken. But I didn't know the lyrics before. I just like the string. Honestly, it just really gets me emotional. And when I was to brainstorm, like preparing for this episode, when I was trying to think of how to like organize my ideas, I was listening to the song and it just helped me speak focus really. It just helps me, focus on the things I should focus on, when I should focus on that. So yeah, I really love her and I like that she did it to my rap. And the last artist, who the last artist is the last artist that made it to my Spotify is Kendrick Lamar. I was so proud of myself when I saw it because I started listening to rap like late last year when it dropped GNX. I think that was like the first rap album I ever listened to, and I was like, oh, great storytelling. So this is what you guys are enjoying. Nobody told me about this. It was just really nice. And I think there's one song that I really, really like on the album. Now I can't remember the name when he was I'm not really going into music review. Not good at that. At least not yet. But yeah, the album was just really great. And I think that's one album that I listened to from top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom, like on repeat. So it was really nice to see him make it into my Spotify raps. So yeah, I agree with all those other stuff. But you see, that's top five songs. I totally disagree. And let me know if you're like me. I think Spotify raps are not curated from accurate data, but they're just curated from data that were gathered during a particular specific time frame of, from June to August. That is like the most important time. So if you want to manipulate your Spotify raps, target those months and listen to what you want to be on your rap during that. Listen to what you want to be on your rap during that particular time frame. Then you come back and thank me. You see, this is, what do I call it now? A golden advice that you should actually take. Take it very serious. You guys don't mind me. You guys don't mind me. So how am I? I don't have anything to ask me today, so I have to ask myself. How am I? I'm doing well, honestly. What was I up to last week? I think last week was very eventful. I felt ill yesterday. I think before yesterday, maybe on Monday or no, I think on Tuesday, I was on a call with my partner and I was talking to him about how he's been long since I felt ill. And sometimes sometimes you even forget what it feels like to be ill because you have just been just using your body and don't have to use any drug or any medication. I was just thinking about it and I was being grateful to God, of course. So we were just having that conversation. And yesterday, I don't even know what happened to me. I don't know where the pain just descended from. It was terrible. I was having this very stomach and very serious stomach pain. It was terrible. Like it felt like if you've not, I feel like most times we underrate what's being, how would I put it? We underrate the effect sickness or being ill can have on us. You just see that as like, oh, like when someone tells you they are ill, we're just like, oh, sorry, I wish you quick recovery. But we don't really understand it until we are in that position. Because the stomach pain I felt yesterday just really destabilized me completely. Like after arranging the house, I was taking my beds. After arranging the house, I was taking my beds and I was like, when I finished, I want to strategize for the board. I want to send out like a spreadsheet to ask for feedback on from the people that listen to the podcast, just post it in at they just post this. And with that being said, I'm going to create a spreadsheet to get feedback on my performance so far and what you guys would like us to talk about on the pod. Just tips you guys can have for the podcast improvements. I'll be attaching it to this episode description. So just click on it and let me know what you think. It's going to be anonymous, so don't worry. I'm not going to make sure. Say your mind. Feel free to say your mind. Speak your truth. Speak your truth to life in the spreadsheet. So in the Google form, I'll be dropping. That being said now. So I was supposed to do all of that yesterday, but the stomach pain just hit me. It was terrible. I couldn't do anything. I was in and out of falling asleep from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Nothing. I couldn't do anything. I was just in pain. And it was crazy. Crazy. See, pain is very crazy. But yeah, thank God I'm fine now. So that happened. But other than that, I think I had a really great week. Then I got to know of my yeah, maybe it wasn't so great a week anyway, because it was still last week that I got like the official notice of, when I had to leave, like when I had to leave my workplace and, get a new job and whatever. So yeah, I was able to get that official notice last week and it hits me. Yeah, I wasn't happy about that, but it's something I saw coming. What see, but I don't. It's not a sad situation. I can't go into the details. I felt down with it. Yeah. And something not interesting, but something trended last week online. And this particular topic that was trending was, I don't know, it piqued my interest in a way. And I was just like, what is going on here? Yes, this is not a social commentary pod, but I kind of feel like I have my two piece to say on this, and I want to say it on the podcast because why not? Like I said, this particular episode is an episode where I talk about everything and anything. Permits me to, since the Natasha and Two Faces situation. So Two Face is a Nigerian artist that sings. He has really great love songs, by the way. Like I really love his love songs. There's this song that Tupac sang. I am calling you only. You know what song is only? That's like my best face song of all time. I really love that song. And I feel like when I was in secondary school, I was thinking about what it felt like to like what it would feel like to be in love or to have a partner or whatever. That was one song that really resonated with me because I just felt like I was having crush here and there, but like nobody was really forthcoming. So it was just a song that just spoke to that relationship phase of my life anyway. So I really like the song. And one would think that someone that has sung so many love songs, so many romantic songs, would know how to be romantic or would have a really great, very beautiful romantic life. But really, his is just so chaotic, and I do not understand it. So when the fights, like the whole news broke out about him having, just the domestic issues going on between him and his wife and how like they become violent because I mean there were videos of them hitting each other, maybe not beating, but like you can see like they're dragging or they are just being in a situation that we would not describe as lovey-dovey. When I saw those videos, I just started asking myself this question, like, what do people want? Like, what do people want really? Because he was with somebody else before moving into this situation with his present wife. I mean, he had a wife that Annie, I mean, she really likes him and she loved him and she would, I don't know, it just felt like she was giving him peace of mind in a way. I mean, at least when it was with her, we're not seeing all this very dramatic episode. But like now, it just feels like he's very unsettled, his soul is troubled. And I'm like, what do people really want? Like, how do you live a situation that is peaceful and going someone that is violent? Like, what is going on? I really do not understand. See, when they explain relationship to you, sometimes you just have questions in your head because you can't really understand why people make certain decisions. So if you're a guy listening to this, yeah, help me, make me understand. What would lead a man? The thing is, it was really funny to see people infantilize him and say things like, let's pray for him. Pray for who? Why should I use my, you know what I'm praying for? I'm praying for stability and other things. Why should I add him to my, I have a lot of friends and family members to pray for. Why should I have to face stability? Yeah, he has blessed us with his music. Why should we pray for a grown-ass man that has chosen to live his life this way? I don't know. I'm just really like, it's just really sad to see though, because it's someone that I really like, I really respect. Like, I mean, like we all do, anybody from my generation would, because he has influenced us through his music, you know, why like as he sang about true love, like love in ways that you will only see in like the Nigerian way. He has done that. But yeah, it's just so nice. It's just so sad to see how chaotic his love life is. I just feel like we do not need to infantilize men that find themselves in this situation. And it's nice to see women in men dominated spaces as well. So he'll be fine. Like I said, he's a grown ass man and we should mind our business. He'll definitely be fine. But yeah, it was just one episode that I came across that. Like, I don't like referring to other people's life problems as gist, but this one was kind of like a gist like that. Made the last week a bit interesting. Last week wasn't so nice. So seeing that, this was just like, interesting. People would learn the hard way. Peace of mind is very something that we should not negotiate. And if you're listening to this now, and I feel like maybe his case was just a case of you thinking there's something better outside. I mean, there's always something better. This is a very tricky matter, subject matter. There's always something better, but just choose your battles wisely, or choose your fights wisely, and choose your battles wisely. Yeah, there's nothing like having peace, honestly. You know, I was going through my gallery recently as well. I was trying to just do these things for my gallery, and also I was trying to see how far I've come, you know, how the year has been, to pick out some videos that I could use for a possible wrap, you know, just use for a possible like the 2025 recap. Because I did a 2024 recap thingy that was so cute. Like it felt like I was living my best life in 2024. Although 2024 was a challenging year as well, but the recap was so nice to watch. It's so nice to watch because it's actually still up. You know, I was catching flights, not feeling sorry. The story recap was so good. I was catching flights, I was visiting new places, I was going out. I was just exploring really. Then I was trying to go through my gallery to pick out videos, moments that I could use for my 10th recap. And almost everywhere dry, dry, dry. I was like, are you telling me nothing interesting happened? Are you telling me this is how the year went? It's just so funny that at that moment I realized how much the podcast is taking from me, recording content is taking from me. It's actually taking a lot, you know, when it comes to like my time, even just being able to have extracurricular activities. It's really difficult because now recording takes place weekends. I have to, you know, keep a day for recording the podcast, you know, take another day out for recording content, edit podcast, edit content, work, still job hunts. A lot of things have just been going on. And I'm like, next year, things have to be different. I have to make room for having like working on other hobbies and creating memories. I don't even know if I'm going to be doing a sentence by free couple because I think I was actually going out towards like at the beginning of the year, I was actually going out because I have like nice videos from January when I went bald. My hair is growing. I'm going to be making my hair soon. I can't be showing my hair. But yeah, I went bald in January and February. What happened? I was going out. I think May I graduated. I finished my masters. I have videos here and there. But you see, from August, life got busy. Life got boring. Very boring and busy. I used to lose and I was like, okay, yeah, it's December. This is another opportunity for me to redeem myself. But I really don't know if I'm going to be doing it with boy free cup, honestly. And I'm looking forward to having like an adventurous year next year. I want next year to be better than this year for every one of us. Yeah, we have like a better year next year. Be able to just achieve our goals and just see the world. I want to travel. I started watching travel vlogs this year, and I was falling in love. It's just so nice to meet new people, have conversations with new people. That thing is still, it's so nice. To just talk to somebody else and hear how they think, just hear their perspective on life, how they see the world. It's just so It's really mind blowing, honestly, and that's something I really want to do more next year. Probably I'll start by working in a workspace. I don't know how next year is really going to be. Let's focus on having a next December first. But yeah, this episode, like I said, I've said it so many times now. It's a very relaxed episode, and I was thinking about something. So everyone listening to this, I've said it before. Next December is where you make it. Just try to live within your means and have fun. Don't let people try to make you do what you don't want to do, and maybe go where you don't want to go, all in the name of having 30 December or having a 30 December. Just do you, honestly, just do you. And I have a joke to tell you guys, talking about do what you don't want to do or go where you don't want to go. In 2020, because this is very unrelated. This is very not connected to what I'm talking about, but I'm determined to say it now because I said it's this episode. I'm talking about everything and anything. Take it like that. I don't know. I hope you're able to listen to the end. Just make up this episode what you want. Anyway, what was I saying? Is there's this thing that happened to me that I found very funny. It's just all about talking about contentment and just living within your means. So I had this person, like I grew up in Ota, Ogun State, very close to Lagos State. So one of these festive seasons now, the one that happened in 2020, I think 2020 December, there's this person that we grew up together in the same hood where, around that period, the guys there, I don't know, he said having money, then he moved to Lekki. Lekki is like in Lagos, which is like the highbrow area. And this guy moved there. And he texted me. He was like, hey, come and chill with me, Lekki. Come and have fun. I'm in Lekki. And I kept on emphasizing Lekki, Lekki, Lekki. And I was like, bro, calm down. Lekki, okay. And when did you tell you that I've never been to Lekki? Or what's like the first about? Why are you hammering? Why are you saying Lekki, Lekki, Lekki? And I was like, oh, yeah, the houses are fine. Everywhere is nice. Oh, this, that. Just come, let's have fun. And I just have to tell him, like, I have to put him in this place. I have to like just remind him that this Lucky you're shouting and this Lucky you're talking about, I'm not one of those people that have never been there or that have never visited the place. So it does not make sense to me. At the end of the day, Lucky is what? Lucky is, I don't even know. But yeah, I kind of, I'm losing my train of thought. And it was just a very funny conversation between me and this person. And you never can tell what people see as things to lure you into doing crazy things. If somebody's inviting you anywhere now, just remind them they are not someone that has not been somewhere before because you live somewhere or whatever. Go where you want, go with who you want. Don't be forced or coerced into going into uncomfortable situations. Go find yourself in uncomfortable situations, all in the name of having a dirty December. Just do you and make sure that you're having fun. So that's the crux of the matter. And for you to just have a dirty December, I feel like we all need to stay grateful. Stay grateful. Don't overthink things. Honestly, don't think about the goals you're yet to achieve. Don't be hyper focused on the things you're yet to do, on the things you wanted to do that you're unable to achieve. See, we've all been there, we're all there, but it's just the end of the year. It's just the year that is coming to an end. It's not the world, it's not your life. There's still plenty of time to achieve the things you want to achieve. There's still plenty of time to just dream. Like who says you cannot carry your goals over? You can, and that's what we're actually doing. The remaining ones, just put them one side, taking them into the next year. You're going to achieve them. And if it doesn't even work out totally, there's always time. There's just always time to do that. So yeah, I want us to have like this, I want us to be filled with the spirit of gratitude as years come to an end. Be grateful for the little things. Be grateful for the little things. Things are happening. You're making progress. You're moving. Yes, we're getting older, but we're getting more exposed. Our dreams are actually actualizing right before our eyes. So I think we should just remain grateful. Honestly, that would help us enjoy the year. Remain grateful. Remain grateful. Remain grateful. I'm grateful for the podcast. I'm grateful for how far we've come. I'm grateful for the listeners and the Spotify raps for the podcast. Imagine I spoke about Spotify rap and I didn't talk about the pod. The pod has grown. So the podcast was actually a part of the top 10 podcasts on Spotify, on the 45 people's like month Spotify Wrapped. And also it was top 5 podcasts on 27 people Spotify Wrapped. And I think it was also like top one, like it was the first podcast on about maybe 15 or 10 people's like Spotify Wrapped. I can't remember now, but like I mean, the podcast is doing well. We're not yet talking in 3 figures or 4 figures, but like even talking in 2 figures. It's something. 45 and something. It's something. So to everybody has been listening, thank you so much for listening. I'm actually contemplating posting our Spotify ups for the pod on Instagram. But I make sure because I'm like, oh, the numbers are not the loss. The numbers are not plenty. I really don't understand what's going on. But I'm like, I mean, we should not despise the days of little beginning, right? So yeah, maybe I will post this just to for the record. Let's have it there for the record because I'm very sure that in the coming year we're going to do better. We're going to have more numbers. We're going to reach more people. But yeah, for the record, maybe I'll just post this for the record, for the record. But really, thanks for riding with me. Thanks for coming along with this ride with me. We still have one more episode to go this year. I don't know who I'm inviting yet. I don't know what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about something, maybe music. Maybe music. I think that's something we've never really spoken about on this board, and I'm a really music person, music girly. So maybe music. But I introduced a new segment to the board. I think about 3 episodes ago, or yeah, it's just like a small game thingy that just helps us. It just helps keeps the podcast exciting towards the end. So it's like a this or that segment, a this or that section, and it's been really fun having our guests answer like this or that questions. And today I have no guest, but I'm also going to be asking myself like this or that questions. And yeah, I hope it's also like a fun segment and you people just enjoy getting to hear my answers. Okay, so the first this or that question is outside or inside? Which will I be doing this December? I think I'm going to be, is there something like hybrid? Hybrid. I'm not going to be fully outside this December. I mean, like I said earlier, no shows, no concerts, nothing. But I'll be having like a couple of hangouts with friends and I'll be inside a lot as well. So I think hybrid, in between. But if I were to choose one, and maybe let's say my partner was around and stuff, I think I'll do outside, just go out, have fun, take pictures and all. But right now I'm just in between. What in between? So the second question is Christmas movies or December just this or that? I think I'm going to choose Christmas movies. December just after coming in and what are we hearing? We're hearing of marital issues. I'm not interested in anybody's marital affair. Right now, I want to watch romantic movies. And some of my friends now hearing this now, they're raising some of they're raising their eyebrows like are you sure? Because I'm really into like horror movies. I love watching horror movies, but I started getting into romance recently. So just I don't know. I'm just saying, girl. I'm just saying, girl. Let me just stay away from horror a bit. So yeah. I watched a Christmas romance already, but something that annoys me about Christmas romance anyway is that it's so magical. It's so very unrealistic. So unrealistic, but I'm getting into them. I saw one. It was really just mushy, mushy, mushy nice. But yeah, Christmas movies would do it for me. I think I would watch more Christmas movies just to hear the songs, the carol songs. After I finished watching the one I watched already, I started listening to Pentatonix because it's like da 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 da. But it's really cool. I'm like, let's enjoy the season. I think I'm someone that really enjoys celebrating things like festive periods, birthdays, and whatever. Make memories out of them. So I think one way of doing this too is also like by watching Christmas movies, listening to carol songs. So yeah, I'll be doing Christmas movies a lot. December just so but make everybody put their marital affairs. No one really interested. So the next one is this or that, ordering in or cooking food. I'll be cooking this Christmas. I'll be cooking. Let's cook. Let's make pepper soup. I have pepper soup spice. I can't wait to make pepper soup. Make pepper soup, eat buns, a bit puff, rice, vegetable. Something I'm really looking forward to eating is turkey. And I've been unable to find where to get turkey. Let by the hand just touch turkey this December. Like I'm really looking forward to eating turkey, but yeah, I'll be cooking it. Soft life or spending money or saving money. Soft life or saving money. Let me see. I don't even know. Maybe it's when you have money that you do soft life. I don't know where it's not. I'm in between honestly, because like I don't know. I don't know what definition of soft life is, honestly. I think for me, yeah, soft life because it maybe just maybe going on a vacation, and I'm not really going on a vacation. So yeah, maybe I'm just saving money. I'm not living a soft life yet. Next year, so there's six, please be soft, be soft. I want to go on vacations. I want to visit places in Brazil. I'm just here, man. Brazil is so big, and I'm yet to explore 10% of this country. In fact, 5%. Where am I? 2%. So yeah, again, I'm saving. I'm saving this December. I don't think I'm living the soft life yet, but soon, because it's very soon, everything will be stopped when my family Christmas or friends. I feel like I really enjoy spending Christmas with family. But fortunately for me, right now, I cannot spend it with family because I don't have my family members around. The last Christmas was actually spent with family, especially with my dad. It was cool. It was just it was cool and I got gifts from my dad. Did I get gifts from my dad? Yeah, I got Christmas gift from my dad and his sister and my aunt. So I spent this with them. It was just cool actually. It was really cool. But I'm really used to like spending Christmas with like family, with my cousins, with my grandma. Grandma is gone now, so just with my cousins and my siblings. It's always nice having everybody at home, everybody just pulling back to back, just having fun, just playing. Family Christmas is always really, really nice. And I think I'm going to have like this family Christmas tradition when I grow up. When I grow up, I mean when I marry and when I have my own family. But for now, friends, I mean friends turn family. It's supposed to say family Christmas, yeah. I'm spending with my friends and it's really, really cool as well. And just making memories and creating memories with them is also very, very beautiful. Very beautiful. So yeah, I don't actually have an option to choose from since friends Christmas. New clothes and repeat outfits. Oh boy, I personally get money they wear new clothes. Like it's nice to wear new clothes for Christmas. I mean nice to like have new I really like Christmas or no Christmas. It's nice to have new clothes, just wear new clothes, just show up in new outfits. It's really nice, but will I be doing new clothes this Christmas? See? No, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Gifts or not gifts. I think gifts all the time. Gifts like Christmas gift. Everybody deserves a Christmas gift. Everybody deserves to get a Christmas gift. And by the way, speaking of gifts, you guys, I've gotten Christmas gifts already. I got three Christmas gifts already. I got a tripod stand, a very good tripod stand, very, very durable tripod stand. You see, I used to those gallant. Yeah, I got a tripod stand. I got an air fryer. Whoo! You guys, I have good friends. A bedding set, blanket, bed sheets, which is so beautiful as well. Yeah, I've been getting gifts. Wait, what's the reason for this season? I mean, perhaps is the reason for the season, but then we all talk about Santa, we all talk about gifts, we're all setting up Christmas tree for what? For gifts now. So yeah, gifts. Give people gifts this Christmas, show love, show appreciation to people. And I think I'll also be like giving out Christmas gifts also. I've been asking my younger ones what you want for Christmas. And they're making demands of like, everybody should pipe down. But yeah, I love gifts. So yeah, Christmas is just a period that allows us to gift as much as we can. Like there's no, I feel like we should be able to gift as much as we can whenever we want, however we want. But just having that period as well where everyone is unwinding and it's like, oh, this is the moment, the season of giving, of showing love. Christ is the reason for the season and it's one that has shown us that we should always give, we should always love. And yeah, and gifting is just a love language. Gifts all the time. And the last question I'll be asking myself right now is, will I be having my crossover at the beach or will I be praying into the new year? Both of that. So I'll be praying with my Nigerian folks. I'll be streaming like church service, I'll be streaming at my Nigerian church service, probably watching Redemption Camp. Yeah, crossover into the new year with people in Nigeria, praying to the new year. And that's like there's 4 hours difference between Nigeria and Brazil. So I'll be joining the crossover service that starts around, let's see, that time 5 p.m. Brazil time and ends at like 8 p.m., which is like 12 a.m. midnight Nigerian time. So yeah, I'll join that. Then from there, after praying into the new year, then we'll go to the beach and also shout into the new year, and celebrate into the year, and dance into the year. So I think I'll be doing both because I really understand the importance of praying into the year. It is very, very good to pray into the year. So I'm going to be praying into the year and also passing into the year. These two both of them. We're gonna have like a very vibey, very nice, very powerful, very, very yeah. I think I've touched on everything and anything. I think this is like the most chaotic episode I've recorded. I said some stories that I really do not know why I said them, but I said them regardless. Shared some things that I really don't know why I shared them, but I shared them regardless. So yeah, it's just really nice chatting and talking to you guys and just catching up. It's been beautiful. And my truth is very, 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 very dry. I really stopped myself from saying the F word. But yeah, and I should get myself a Christmas gift as well. Yes, I did get myself a Christmas gift. I'll be showing you guys in January. January, you'll be seeing my Christmas gifts, the one I got for myself. And yeah, so before we go, next episode we'll be having a guest. I'll not be able to do all this rubbish that I'm doing now. I also wish you guys a Merry Christmas in advance with my Christmas. If you're still on Spotify, go and find me on YouTube so that you see what I look like. I'm wearing a Christmas cap right now because I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. And the glasses, it's all glasses, so that people don't know that they were wearing a Christmas cap. Yeah. So this is officially this is my link to officially mark the beginning of the Detty December season. So let our December guests Detty. Let's have a Detty. So let's have a Detty December, guys. Bye and happy December. Have fun. Enjoy your December. And bye, guys. Remember to like, share, subscribe, please. Please. I know I look serious on this episode, but really, next year I get it serious. We do serious stuff. Bye. Merry, 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 Merry Christmas.